Yeah, we're rolling. Episode 73 in this very hot morning. Boy, it's warm here in Southern California. See, we're not used to that. We're not used to with no breeze. Warm heat and no breeze in Southern California. And it's funny is a lot of my boys are leaving California, mostly because of politics. So I hate that. Come on, boys. Don't leave me over some bullshit politics. I mean, you guys are taking off. A lot of my boys are going to Texas. A lot went to Texas, but they've been going to Texas for a while. Arizona, all very hot, very muggy. Las Vegas, Oklahoma, which is very weird. Oklahoma doesn't seem like a lot of fun. But check it out. You got most everybody I know are going to Texas or Arizona. And I really believe it, obviously it has to do with politics and how the mandates and the masks and all that, even though a lot of that is opened up, especially here in Long Beach, has definitely opened up. But the problem is that there's the threat of that things could get closed down. Now, I know some people out there are like, we should close it down. People are dying of COVID. Who? But you obviously never tried to run a business before or tried to have your own business, because if you had your own business, you definitely need things to open up. Because I'll tell you one thing, when they closed shit down and they started saying people were dying of COVID, my business went to doing okay to nothing, went to straight up nothing, which ultimately got me out of North Hollywood, got me into Long Beach, because I need a tougher city. I need a tougher city. I need a city that goes, look, we can't just die like that. We can't just do that. And I'm trying to do things legal. I'm trying to do things the right way. You can't do things 100% the right way. You'll never make a dollar. That's a fact. You gotta be a little smart to run your own business, because if not, especially here in California, they will take all the taxes. They will take all of it. And the money you earn, the more money you earn, the more money they want to take, which is very gangster. I know gangsters. And that's how gangsters roll. Is you run the business, we come and take our piece. That's how it goes. So, isn't it weird? Taxes are a weird thing, right? Like, really take a step back, because we're born into it. We're born into this democracy. We're born into America, right? And we're born into, you got to pay taxes. You got to pay taxes. And that's okay if taxes are going to, they're going to streets, putting potholes in schools, libraries, real things like that. But it all doesn't go there. It just doesn't. So it goes into pockets. Now, it goes into an accounts. What are the accounts? I want to know. I tried to look that up. You can't find whose account or what company, really. Like, they'll give you some bullshit, but it goes into something. But to me, that's a little mind bender. Wonder where your tax money goes. When you pay your utility bill, where does all that utility go? What is the account that it goes to, and how it gets distributed, how that money gets distributed? Because look, here's a very small example, right? I own a business. I have 3 employees, okay? And they get paid on promotions, they get paid on salary, they get paid on whatever. But everybody knows how it gets distributed, obviously, because money goes into my account, I pay out. That's how it goes. See, I love how my dogs start barking the moment I start podcasting. Isn't that funny? They weren't barking. I'm over here paying bills and got my computer open. Dog's laying right next to me. It's fine. All of a sudden, I start podcasting. You guys start barking. Isn't that funny? You guys just want to be on the podcast. That's okay. So what was I saying? Thanks for derailing me, Sparrow. Come on. Yeah, I was bitching and complaining about taxes. Yeah, I mean, it really is very interesting when it comes to that sort of thing. But fuck it. We just go about our day. We just do our thing. We go to work. We pay taxes. Whatever. But you want to get as much cash, collect as much cash as you can so you don't have to write that off. You don't have to write that in. And all the write-offs, let's be honest, it helps to write off, but you know how you guys are like saving all your receipts to give to your tax guy or so you can do your taxes in whatever tax program you have. But it doesn't matter, guys. Like the exact number does not matter. It doesn't matter. They don't trace the exact number. Nobody does. They just want to know you're paying your taxes, okay? And I love how, like, man, you guys are so honest. It's so funny. Where you go, where you're putting in the exact number of monies that came in. The exact number. I know a lot of you that even though you got paid cash, I gotta put that in. I gotta let them know because they'll know. How do they know, guys? How do they know? Well, I deposited it into my bank account. They don't know what it's for. They don't know if it's a gift. You'll be okay, especially since you make 30 G's a year. I think you'll be just fine. They don't care about you. When I say they, the government, the IRS, whatever, they don't care about you. You're small potatoes. But the homeboy's making, six figures. You got to start worrying about taxes. Especially nowadays, it's coming in quick. They want to start overtaxing six-figure income families. Now, I don't make six figures, and I don't agree with that at all. At all. And I think the only people that agree with taxing what you guys think is the rich, because let me let you in on something. 6 figures with a family in Southern California, not a lot of money. It's not a lot. You live comfortable, sure. Why not? But not a lot of money, guys. And it doesn't matter. Even if they made millions of dollars, in my opinion, it's none of your business. It's none of your business. It's none of your business whether it's a trust fund. It's none of your business if it's family money. It's none of your business if they came up from nowhere and built this business that made millions of dollars. It's none of your business how they got that money unless they are part of taxing the state of California. Unless they're part of charging, or let's just say the city of Long Beach, or they're part of charging the city of Long Beach for building homeless hotels, building homeless motels and apartments. Because let me tell you something. When you start paying on that and they get funded for that, they get funded $400,000. Okay. Guess what? Only $40,000 is going towards that project. The rest is being distributed between whoever made that deal, and it's going in their pockets. And that goes with a lot. Look, I know I don't want to be a downer. I'm going to get out of this. I'll get out of it. I'll talk my way out of it because I'm not. I'm in a good mood right now. But just to let you know, charities, things like that, I'm going to tell you, and I think I'm being kind here. 60% of charities, it just goes into one dude's pocket, and nothing goes towards that charity. And then there's another percentage where 60% of that is going into the pocket, 20% of that is going to the 20% of that is actually going to the cause, and then another 20% is going to pay people off. I'm telling you, that's a fact. That is 100% true. They go, Ian, Where's your facts? Well, I read it. I also know many charities that have become fraud just because I dove into that one and got a little, because I've always said that as a kid. I've always said where they got, the guy with the beard that's in Somalia going, if you just send $1 a day, these kids can eat. Right. And then they got a bunch of kids with that pregnant belly and their little skinny arms and faces, and they got flies all over their face. And even as a kid, they go, you can feed them just $1 a day. I go, you've been doing this thing for how long, buddy? How much money do you got? Why don't you give them a fucking sandwich while you're there? You're right there. You've been there for 15 years. You haven't done shit. It looks like they are still hungry. They still have flies on their face. Why don't you get the flies off that kid's face? Why don't you do something? Instead of asking everybody else, you know why? Because that money, most of it's going into his pocket or whoever started that charity. Maybe he's just the actor. But I guarantee that, because look, I still see those commercials. You're up late at night in a hotel, right? Those commercials still go on, and I'll be lying there in the hotel with my girl or something, and I'll sit up and be like, why don't you feed them? You're right there. You're right there. Just feed the poor kids. Bring some McDonald's over for them when you fly over. You know what I mean? But you get some. I bet you could call McDonald's and go, hey, we're trying to do this promotion for you guys. If you guys give us 1,000 hamburgers, we can feed 1,000 kids. Give us 1,000 hamburgers, 1,000 fries, and a bunch of water. How much you want to bet? McDonald's will say, yeah, that'd be great promotion for us. That's 1,000 of those Somalia kids can get a full belly. Now, not that big distended fucking belly full of acid and tapeworms. I'm saying just feed the motherfuckers. Or, if you care that much, can you get them out of Somalia? Maybe bring them where the food is? I don't know. Maybe there's another way. Or maybe just sit there and let this kid have flies all over his face. I don't know. That's a way to think. All right, I'm done, guys. I'm out of that. I'm in a good mood. Talked my way out of that. But I want to get my boys back. I want to get my boys back in Cali, because I don't see I'm leaving California anytime soon. I don't think it's happening. I mean, I do, I guess, enough traveling here in SoCal. So, they're like 2 or so. What the fuck is he talking about? Sorry, I'm checking my phone because what I wanted to say was, I actually looked this up just before I started this podcast, because I wanted to be sure, because my boys are leaving because it's become overly sensitive over on the masks, the vaccines, the whatever, and the problem is my boys are watching the news, so the news makes it look worse. It makes it look worse, and we're here in Long Beach, guys. While you guys are watching the news and getting all angry and shit, go to the beach. Everybody's playing volleyball and fucking, they're all, everybody's playing volleyball. The beach is packed. Everybody's partying. People rollerblading and roller skating, and there's volleyball going on, and there's a whole side of gay volleyball. They got the rainbow flags up, and then they're really gay, by the way. And when I say really gay, I'm saying all men, all tiny little shorts, and they're also not really playing a lot of volleyball. They're more running around and drinking, but God bless you. Have some fun. But look, they're not worried about what's going on in the news, guys. They're not, because they're just going about their day. And I'm not saying just the gay folks over there. Everybody. There's everybody. We got military out there, people, retired military out there. They're out there playing, working out, whatever. They're not freaking out about the masks, guys. Although there's a few people on that beach, they still want to participate in the beach, but they got their 4-year-old kid in this mask, but which is weird to me. It's okay. However, hey, it's your kid. Do your thing, But the mask is weird for the kid. I can't imagine that's good for him. But that's just my opinion. That's just my uneducated opinion, But let me tell you the most liberal states here in America. Let's see what we got. Let's see what the list is here. You may be surprised because, of course, we here in California go, oh, it's fucking California for sure. It's definitely. Here's what it is. Number one is Massachusetts. Massachusetts seems to be the most overly. Now I'm just saying, it says, well, I would say, you know what they're doing is, this may be wrong because what they're doing is scoring the blue states is what they're doing. And it's just how people vote. Because voting can be a little tricky these days. Because some of you like to be very liberal, which, I always thought I was pretty liberal about a lot of things. You know what I mean? I like a lot of liberal things. Drugs, I like. When I say drugs, you guys immediately, meth or whatever. No, drugs, fun drugs, man. Fuck it. Prostitution, why not? Legalize prostitution. Let's go. Gay people, love gay people. You guys are fine. Keep doing your thing. Keep busting each other in the chops. But look, I'm a lot of liberal about stuff, and I'm conservative about stuff. You know what I mean? I'm conservative about my taxes. Conservative about business. I mean, I don't even really like the word conservative because it just sounds, and back in the day, like it used to be like that conservative religious right was the killer of free speech. That's what it seemed like, right? Now, the liberals are the free speech killers, which is weird because when you start killing free speech, you start trying to do that. That's a problem. That's how you get a dictator in office. That's how you become China. Okay, it's a problem here in America. That's a problem. Got to have free speech even when the speech is bad. Even when they're dumb. Even when they're wrong. You got to still have it. Instead of smashing free speech, just have better speech. Just be better. I think that's a good thing to say. Anyway, so let me just tell you what's going on here in the list here. Okay, so we got Massachusetts is old number one. Okay, Massachusetts number one. Maine number two. Okay, now this is in the voting. Just want to let you know. Vermont number 3. Washington number 4. New Hampshire number 6. And check it out, 7 is California. California didn't make number 1. I bet all you guys would think California would. And Oregon's number 8. And what's weird, number 9, Maryland, and number 10 is Hawaii. Hawaii, I guess, very, very liberal. That's how they're voting. I don't know if that's how, because it's starting, the liberal, conservative, all that is starting to not be how you vote anymore. Because it's kind of stupid. If you just vote one way just because they're liberal, but that doesn't make any sense. Like, you just vote on things that you feel, everybody votes on how it supports them and their family the best. That's just how it works. Never mind how you feel about what it's going to do to humanity or our country. You guys don't care. Believe me. You don't care. You're worrying about your family and how it affects you. And that's very similar to a politician, by the way. Just want to let you know. A politician, we hope those politicians care about America and care about the citizens of America and the working class and all that stuff. Well, they don't. They're just trying to support their family and friends and keep their legacy going. That's a fact. It has nothing to do with you. They don't care about you. If you're a conservative and you go for a conservative, you vote for a conservative president, ultimately he doesn't give a fuck about you. He doesn't care. And you're a Democrat, you vote Democratic, he don't care about you either. It's all bullshit. Now, I don't know, is that better than a dictator? I would have to imagine it is. But it is odd that we vote a popularity contest to have somebody in the office for 4 years, then you got to revote him. So he's got 4 years to try to do this job, to try to learn this job. And by the way, guys, here's also a theory of mine, is I don't feel presidents make a lot of decisions anyways. They're just the front man. They're just the face. They're the face of the leader. Now, I'm sure they make decisions. I'm sure, it's part of it. But I do believe the president is controlled by something else. I do believe that. Now, what do I know? I don't know. I think I know just as much as you do. Because I've always said that too. When people say, I know they're doing this in the White House. And I'm like, how? How do you know? You have an idea because you were watching Fox, because you're watching news. So you had an idea. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, ultimately, I went into this podcast to be like, look, let's get my boys back. But now I think I'm talking them out of here. Because it is the most liberal cities now. Check this out. See, we got two here. We got San Francisco and Los Angeles. And then New York City, Brooklyn. And then you got Oregon, Portland, Oregon. So those are the most liberal cities. So we're not the most overly liberal. Now, I like to say overly. Let's just say on the left, because there's nothing wrong with being liberal. But I think if you're fully liberal across the board and you just refuse to vote any other way because it's not labeled liberal, well, I think that's a problem. Same with conservative. I think that's a problem. You got to just be on the fence. If you find something you like over here, vote for that. You find something you like over there, vote for that. Then some of you are going to say, look, voting doesn't matter. Hey, I'm with you on that too. I don't really know, but sometimes I feel that way. Sometimes I do. But a very smart friend of mine, I guess we won't say smart. He's smartish. Just as smart as me, I guess. He said, look, I vote to celebrate the fact that we can vote, that the men and women fought for the right for us to vote. I like that. Now, I like that. That makes me vote even more. Because I truly, even when I voted in the past, I would feel, this doesn't matter. My vote doesn't count. It just doesn't count. But I do like the idea of there were the men and women that fought for the right to vote. The right for women to vote. The right for black people to vote. I think that's important. I do think it's important. Now, hold on. It's important, but I'd have to say I think most dummies are voting. And now you got some fucking morons that you ask them anything, why they're voting for what they're voting for. They don't have a clue, man. They don't have a fucking clue. And I always think about it too when I talk to a complete dummy, when I talk to a complete dum-dum, and I go, shit, these are the people voting. These are the people voting. Is this guy, the guy that's got all the time in the world. Because, I mean, I wish I had that kind of time, guys, but your boy's busy. I'm busy over here. I got shit to do. I can't read up on every little bill that's being passed. I can't do it. And then I got to wait in line. Now, I guess you can do that online now, but then I got to wait in line. Then I got to wait in line with all the other idiots. It's like, I got shit. I don't want to deal with you guys. You guys at the voting poll, holy shit. I've stand in those lines before. It's brutal. In both sides, liberal, Republican, Democrats. You guys are all dummies in that line. Not all of you. You know what I mean. But man, all over here, some of your guys' rhetoric in that line, holy shit. On both sides. Like, oh my God, I can't take it. But ultimately, yeah, it's this podcast. I'm going to name this podcast, Bring My Boys Back. Back to SoCal. I'm going back to Cali, baby. Why not? Come back to Cali. Things will change. It's okay. Stop listening to all those politics. Stop getting your panties in a bunch about anything that's on the news. Fuck the news. That's their whole job, is to fearmonger and fuck with you. That's their whole job. They're not there to report the news as is. No, they're trying to sway a narrative in all forms, religion, race, cities, states, politics, whatever it is. They're there to sway something. They're robots. They do nothing. So I'm sorry about this negative podcast. I'm sorry about it. But you know what? I tried to swing it back, make jokes on how my boys were bailing. But look, I'm kind of with you guys. Fuck it. Go ahead and go do your thing. Go do your thing. I'll see you guys in Texas. I won't be moving. but I'll definitely be on the road and things like that. So speaking of on the road, check it out. I'll be at the Maui Sugar Mill in Tarzana. Go Riot will be there with the Rockets, and I'll be that's September 9th, and then September 11th I'll be at the Viper Room. So go and see Go Riot in Hollywood at the Viper Room. All right, you guys. I'll see you guys next time. Cheers.